This is the first thing you need to do when you give a presentation. As soon as you get up there in front of everyone, I want you to do nothing. Just for a couple of seconds, not so long that it's awkward. For the first couple of seconds, just stand up there with good, confident posture, take a breath, and command the attention of the room. Just a little bit of silence goes a long way. As a non-native speaker, I know how terrifying giving presentations can be. And you can start off your presentations with the standard intro. For example, today we're going to talk about how we can better identify our target audience. However, that's good, right? But let's make it great. Tell a story that will help you feel more relaxed, and it will help you feel more confident when you see that people are really engaged in what you're saying. For that example, we could say something like, my inspiration for this meeting came from a fortune cookie. I ordered Chinese takeout last week, and the fortune cookie was perfect for us. It said, a man who chases two rabbits gets neither, or something like that. And what I really feel, and I'm sure you can all agree, is that in trying to talk to too many people, too many audiences, we're reaching none effectively. So today we're going to focus on how to better identify our target audience and reach them appropriately, right? If you're struggling on how to prepare a strong conclusion, I have 2 tips for you. Number 1, write your conclusion at the same time that you're writing your introduction. Look, statistically, most people don't remember the middle part of the presentation. Very few remember the beginning. So really, your opportunity is with the conclusion. When you write it at the same time as your introduction, you're keeping your main point laser focused. Now, my second tip is your mindset. Your conclusion is what you want them to do or take away. It has to be concise. It has to be specific. Honestly, if you want them to walk out with one phrase or one sentence, what is it? And it depends on your purpose. Is it a call to action, what you want them to do? Is it an introspective moment? Is it something that you want them to feel or think? Or how do you want them to describe your presentation? How can you reaffirm your reputation and your topic? Think about it. For my non-native speakers, good news. For your presentation to be truly effective, it's so much more than just grammar and vocabulary. So don't worry too much about that. It's really about how you say what you say, intonation and facial expressions. Okay, so I'm going to say the same sentence in a few different ways, and you can see the impact that this would have in a meeting. Okay, for example, our sales will continue to plummet unless we implement different strategies. Right? You're like, wait, that sounded really bad, but it didn't look bad. Our sales will continue to plummet unless we implement different strategies. So there's a sense of urgency, and you can really tell that this is negative. Our sales will continue to plummet unless we implement different strategies. So here I'm giving hope. Here I'm encouraging focus on the positivity. All right, so when you're preparing a presentation, pretty please do not just read the numbers when you're giving a presentation that has a lot of data. Not only is it incredibly boring, it's a missed opportunity. It's a missed opportunity to show your leadership and presentation skills, but also to guide your audience. If you have a bunch of data on the screen and you're just reading numbers, your audience, which could be full of executives or your managers or bosses or your colleagues or employees, they're going to read wherever their eye takes them. And that might not be where you want them to focus. So instead, during your presentation, guide them to interpret the numbers in the way that you need them to understand. So instead of them focusing on the lower numbers, maybe you want to guide them to when the revenue increased. So this is a really good opportunity for you to create engaging and dynamic presentation. To give a truly effective presentation at work, don't focus on the what, focus on the why. Maybe your visuals or your PowerPoint has the what, the data, but honestly, that can be shared in an email. So make your presentation better than something you could simply email. And you can do that by focusing on why. Why is your audience there? Why should they care about the information? And instead of what being the data, focus more on what needs to be done. What are the actionables? What do you want your audience to take away from your presentation and do? When you focus on information that is audience-centric and you really envision what the message is that they need to get from it and how that translates into action, then we have presentation magic. Okay, if you normally feel anxious or nervous about giving a presentation, try these 5 tips. Number 1, Practice by recording yourself. That way you know what you look like and you can be confident the day of. Number 2 is watch what you eat and drink. If you don't eat something, your stomach can rumble really loudly. If you drink too much coffee, you might start feeling panicky. Number 3, get good rest. I promise you that extra hour of sleep will help you more than practicing for an extra 60 minutes from 1 to 2 a.m. Number 4 is, I forgot number 4. Okay, I'm back. So number 4 is prepare your coping mechanisms. You know you're going to be nervous, so practice the specific kind of breathing that helps you. Practice visualizations, practice some tactile techniques. Whatever will work for you, practice it before so that you're prepared and can access it easily. And number 5 is practice with a coach.